Good morning. How you doing? Are you doing well? Thanks for joining me and Dorothy on this very wet October morning. I say over the last few months I've done quite a few videos now on how you can bring happiness to your everyday life in sort of a moment by moment basis, and making the videos and reviewing them and thinking about how I can improve how I convey information. Let me start thinking last night about how you can employ a few techniques that will start to increase the sweetness in your everyday life. And if I was to give you a few tips, my first tip that will certainly bring results is meditation. Since I've been doing it as part of my daily regime, the best part of a year now, that single thing I know helps to bring that peace to your life. When we think of relaxation, it's muddy there, doesn't it? Yeah. People view relaxation differently. You know, people relax watching TV, people read books, do their hobbies, which all help them relax. But it doesn't bring, it's not peaceful. And when you're truly peaceful, you have to be happy. You can't be peaceful without being happy. And we scupper ourselves. We sabotage our own peace. And that's our choice. But we can choose. We have the power of choice. We can choose to react to events that happen in our world with either love or fear. Some cobwebs that this morning. See, I've recently started a new job with a new company, and I've been sort of meeting the guys out on site. I've been obviously getting to know them and trying to understand how they work and how best to work alongside them, which means I need to understand their personalities. And what I've seen is that people's ability to cope with stress varies enormously. See, I've been in quite a stressful job for 7 or 8 years, and before that it was pretty stressful. And I think that's why I had to do and learn to work on my coping mechanisms myself. I wasn't until I was able to deal with stress as I am now. My capacity to deal with stress has increased greatly. And I say what I've noticed is that some people exposed to what I would consider a small amount of stress becomes a big problem to them. And it's not the situation, it's the way we react to that situation. Yeah. We can, if the events aren't going to our liking, they become frustrating and cause angst and anxiety. It's stressful. It leads to a stressful environment within the body, which is not good. Certainly not nice. So how can you condition your body to cope with these stresses, if you like, these events that causes this anxiety. And I've employed many tactics and tips and tricks over the years, but meditation has been the single most profound thing I've done for myself. And I realise why this works. Just on a base level, when you sit there, when you do nothing, literally you do nothing, you just focus on your breathing, and after a while of sitting there and the consistency of doing it, you'll begin to feel really peaceful. That's your aim, is to feel peace. See, thoughts will pass your mind and you'll be inclined to react to the thoughts, but you just don't. You just sit there and you place the peace develops in your body, in your mind, above everything else. And that's all you have to do. You haven't got to say mantra, you haven't really got to sit in a certain way. It's just being peaceful with yourself. And once you realise that peacefulness is pleasant and enjoyable, you'll come to a sort of realisation that you don't need anything to be happy, other than to have control of your mind, so it can react to the events and thoughts in a way that's conducive to bringing you inner peace. So you've got to meditate, folks. You've got to try it. I know some people try it once or twice and have it. When I talk about people, it's the one suggestion I use is meditation, because everyone sort of has an idea of what it is. If I was to tell people affirmations, I've got to go into an explanation of sort of why and how it works. But meditation, people associate, they've got an idea. But some people think that it's, you've got to have the right clothes, you've got to have all the gear. No, you don't. All you're doing is sitting there and choosing to be peaceful and not react to the thoughts and events that are going on around you. It hasn't even got to be quiet. You don't need to find a lovely warm stone in the middle of somewhere in a beautiful environment to meditate. When I do it in my lounge. And often the dogs will come downstairs, play around me, sit with me. You just have to choose not to react. You can feel the pleasantness of their presence and breathe it in, but you haven't got to react. And that's the whole premise. When you sit there and you're choosing not to react every day for 15 minutes, it carries into your everyday life. I promise you it does. You become aware of that choice. It's almost like an event happens, and that meditative training teaches you to choose reaction rather than just react. And that choosing will give you enormous power and help bring peace into your everyday life. Well, please go and try meditate. Please, but don't just do it once and give up. Set aside just 5 minutes of your day for starters. 5 minutes, preferably. Well, I find morning meditation easier because there's less thoughts running through your mind, so it becomes easier just to choose not to react to a few thoughts and a barrage. Please give it a try and give yourself a challenge. You're going to meditate for 5 minutes every day for 7 days, and then please comment if you found it of benefit, because I'm sure you will. So I'm trying to pass on techniques that I know work. See, I'm no guru. I just listen and read and experiment on myself. Find what works for me. Just because it works for me, it's not necessarily going to work for you, but it's got a high chance. So please have a go. Set yourself a challenge, and you're working on yourself to bring peace and sweetness in your life. So give it a good go. So, well, thanks for watching, and hopefully see you soon. Take care now. Bye bye.